All right, let's see here. How's everybody doing today? You publish. Bang, 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 bang. Okay. Let's see. Now I broke something. What up, Clem? 35 seconds. Almost made it. How you doing? How you doing, Clem? Bang, 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 pout, bang, overlay, copy, chat overlay, edit, paste, okay, bang, show chat, from studio, bam, bam, all right. Blah. See, I'm Asian. See, I'm loyal. See, you guys are funny. You guys are funny. Lymphail. My lymphail syndrome. How's everybody doing? 5 minutes, 6 minutes to 11. Man, dude, I tell you what, my ass, my ass is like losing my voice. I've been going, I've been going hard. How's everybody doing? Lymphail. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm tired. I feel like I need a nap again already. Come on, come on. Bam. I got I got morning head, brother. I see Clemens happy, right? She probably needed a poop and a good night's sleep. I'm such an idiot. Sorry. All right, let me see. Okay, nice. Yes, she's back to normal. All right, hold on. Damn. I tell you what. I tell you what. All right, let me just make sure everything's here. Bam, bam, but bam, bam. Heck. Heck. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, let me see. There we go. That worked better. Okay, let me see. There we go. That worked better. All right, there we are. How's everybody doing? Morning, Richard. I see Clint. Yes, yes, a lot. Oop, I broke something. I broke something. There. Oop, I broke something. I broke something. There. Oh, right. I forgot I wanted to talk to you. Remind me. All right, hold on. I'm gonna text you, DM you real quick. You don't have to answer right now, whatever, but hold on. DM you real quick. You don't have to answer right now, whatever, but hold on. Two, two. Stream. There we go. There we go. Stream. There we go. There we go. All right, I gotta turn that dang thing off. Dang it. Okay. Man, I'm ready for a nap. I, I hate eating in the morning, man. It really knocks me back out. I get tired. But okay, let's see. Okay, cool. All right, 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 all right. Okay. Wonder why that's so blurry. I gotta look into that too. All right. Okay. Okay. Improve. No. Okay, examples. Let's see. Dang it, why does this not work? Dang it. What up, Diabolic? Diabolic. What's up? How are ya? Hey, yeah. Thank you, Diabolic. Nothing, Clem. We're just having a good morning yawn. Yeah, yawning's definitely contagious. Okay, let me get this thing set up. Serene. P.O. Box. Tight. There we go. All right, that'll be the goal. Let's change that to 2 hours. Oh, start. Okay. All right. There we go. Sorry about that. Now we're back. How we doing? How we doing, everybody? Diabolic. That's freaking funny. Coffee time. Well, the problem. So my problem is no. So not my sister, my cousin. She's in Georgia. Yes, she didn't get here. I'll be going to pick her up around 3 o'clock today. So I'll probably won't have tonight's stream. I probably won't be on until about 4:30 because I'll be leaving here. We'll probably run this stream until about 3. All depending. I still got the chickens to take care of and yada yada yada. I'll probably run this stream till about 3, and then I'll instead of starting back up at like 3:30, I gotta drive about half hour ish to pick her up. Half hour, 45 minutes to pick her up and back. But then I'm having some rush hour. So we say, yeah, brother, I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen. Absolutely, it should be fine. Everything will be fine. I'll be picking. And I got some neighbors. I hear them. I think they're grabbing eggs right now from the chickens. Oh well, it'll be live. She'll be on the live with me. It's more. It's yeah. We always laugh a freaking shitload together. It'll be great. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. All right, where was it? Let me see if I can find it. Dang it, there was a video I wanted to watch. Now I lost where it is. Uh, oh boy. Oops. There we go. Okay. Oh, I should have waited. Uh, I definitely should have waited. We'll see. Where are we at? I should have probably. It is 11 o'clock already. Oh, I love chocolate milk. Maybe I'll make chocolate. Dean, Elon, okay, Elon Musk impression. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, let's see. Elon Musk. All right, let's see. All right. Next.
I'd always recommend people read Ian Banks'
Uh, uh,
culture book
I always recommend people. Okay, hold on.
to get a sense for what a probable positive AI future is like. And interestingly, in those books,
If I can get NDs, probable AI. Dude, I can't do it. I can't do a. I can't do him yet. Let's see.
money is no longer doesn't exist.
Money, no longer. Money, no longer. See, Well, the way I see the future, the money. Yeah, I can't do it, dude. That's definitely gonna take me more time. Money.
It's kind of interesting. My guess is
And he's kind of, it's kind of more nasally. It's kind of more interesting. It's, I can't do it. He's
if
got
you
it.
go out long enough, assuming there's a continued improvement in AI and robotics, which
Yeah, he's got a weird voice. I can't even quite. It's like it's not totally nasal, but it's not totally high. It's like in between. Yeah, yeah. Good luck with that.
seems likely, the money will stop being relevant at some point in the future. They will.
The money will stop being relevant. No, I can't do it. There's something going on in his voice. I think he's a freaking lizard person. He's got something
Constraints on power, like electricity and mass, the fundamental physics.
like electricity, and no, I can't do it. Wow, I can't even like I'm playing two different instruments. I can't even tune my voice to get to his. Oddly enough, that's freaking crazy. Uh, um, it was like I was 31 ounce. I have this Queen Elizabeth penny, and seeing the penny is discontinued and the Queen passed. It might be very valuable. Guarantee it will. Yeah, yeah. Everyone should have a coin collection. Everyone should. If when you have kids, get coins of their year. You know, in like penny. There won't be pennies anymore. So if your kid, because pennies, we're gonna stop making pennies, at least in America. But yeah, nickels, dimes, quarters, 50 cent piece, dollar. Get those for your kids, and mint, like mint. Spend the $10 to get the $1.50 worth of coins, and just keep them secure. Especially if like you have your state has its own quarter and stuff like that. Any other coins, that I highly recommend it, because in 40, 50 years, when your kids turn in 40, 50, that will definitely be worth a couple $100, and definitely I would say more than that with the rate that metals are going up in value right now. I and the wife love collecting coins. She collects wheat pennies. I used to collect a lot of wheat pennies also. I used to collect a lot of wheat pennies. Yeah, they were good. Yeah, yeah. Well, right. I just googled it. I'm just trying to do his voice, and Elon Musk being funny, being cringe. Proof that he's a robot. You need to find one where he sounds wise and calm. Elon Musk being wise.
Life cannot just be about solving one miserable problem after another. That can't be the only thing. There need to be things that inspire you, that make you glad to wake up in the morning and be part of humanity.
Heart of humanity.
That's why we did this.
This. That's why we did this.
This guy called Tsiolkovsky,
Uh,
one of the early Russian rocket
Andy,
scientists,
one of the
had a
early
great
rockets.
saying.
That's what it's
Earth
saying.
is the cradle of humanity.
Cradle
You
of
cannot stay in
humanity.
the cradle forever.
Yeah, I gotta listen to him for longer, ND brother. There's no way. He's got some weird stuff going on. He huffs and puffs a lot.
It is time to go forth, become a star.
It's almost like he's got a lisp but doesn't have a lisp. He says like fourth instead of fourth. Fourth. We gotta go fourth. That's weird. I gotta look into it. I'm surprised you heard of Ren. Yeah, no, yeah. I'll do months ago on TikTok when he was doing like um the slappy syncopated guitar, and I remember in the wheelchair, a lot of the stuff he's wearing the hospital gowns and stuff like that. People sent me links. I've definitely I've definitely heard him. People send me a lot of stuff. So what's up, frickin' there, Yogi Sawadik rap, Sawadik rap. You have found Ren from Money Game song or song best friend. I definitely I could probably go through my history months ago. I've listened to probably six songs. I'm not never any none of them all the way through, like 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. I'm just not. I'm not. I have so little interest in music these days. I just I find it. I got so much to do. I find it a waste of time, honestly, nowadays to sit back and listen to other people's stuff. I would rather spend that time making my own stuff. I don't know if that's selfish or not. If he came around, was in Georgia and Atlanta and had a show, I would go and see it. But to just sit there around, it's I get more human enjoyment out of writing my own stuff. And the letter means buffalo. You have a tie letter in the word fail. Oh, I do. Is that the N, the one that looks like a buffalo's tail? I guess, unless it's the L with the slash through it. I don't know what autoimmune is really, but it's strong, man. He does have a Bob Marley cover. I shot the sheriff, and it's lovely, lovely. Yeah, like so. For instance, not a week ago, but the year before, I was in the Virgin Islands for Christmas, and not so 2020 four Christmas 2024. I was in the Virgin Islands and I went and saw live local bands around the island and stuff. I'm just, dude. I Yeah, it's very weird for me. I don't the A. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, and it means buffalo. How did you know that? Did you copy and paste it, or did you just know that, Yogi? I want to say either Throw made that or it was Throw and somebody else that were making random names. No way, really? That's probably not. I'll give it a try. Funny Birdman moments. You're talking about the rapper, right?
I put a lot of groundwork into this, man. I gave my
I
life.
put a lot of groundwork into this, man. Me and D, man. We got in the sheets, man. I tell you what. I didn't think we'd do it. We got that song. Oh, boy. Man. We put it in. Anyway, we making paper here. We stacking paper.
To this game. Been, I've been straight since a youngster, but I've been dealing with money since 14, 15 years old.
Making money. So 14, 15, getting that paper. You know, you got that paper. 15. Good thing no copyright. Ren actually unsealed the play until he gets his point across. So there's a copyright by law. When you record something, you own the copyright, whether or not you want to. And this is the problem, whether or not you want to go after people for the copyright. And I'm so disheartened that I don't believe him. I think that he'll realize he needs to eat money, and some company will be like, we can distribute you. And then once they get signed on because remember, there's content recognition. If we listen to one of his songs now, I won't get in trouble now. But if in 10 years he's no longer relevant and he needs money, he flips a switch, and then anything that I've got or anybody that's got their music, he can go back and retrogressively get his money. So this is the problem. Anybody that has that much of an audience starts buying things. Most people aren't financially literate, so they're going to buy big cars, big houses that have big monthly maintenance and upkeep costs. The music stops making money. He can't tour anymore because blah blah because nobody's buying his shit or whatever. I'm talking about in 20 years. And then he says, "Well, all of those people," and that's a problem. So every time I play something that it says it shows it in my list who it's matched with, and it calls a copyright match tool. So even so, all of my shit's copyrighted. If someone clips my videos, it's copyrighted. I'm just not going to go after them for it, but I could. If someone watches one of my videos or replays my videos, I can get the money from them just by flipping a switch. And that's a problem. And I've seen so many people use that because just because they're doing good now doesn't mean they will be in the future. And if he's got kids in the future and they need to be fed and he's got to go get his money, I'm just saying that whole copyright thing is a scam. People say that shit so people will freely distribute every artist wants their music to be distributed until they're starting to get paid for it. Then they're like, I want it all because now I bought $1 million home and I got to spend $30,000 a month for maids and babysitters and lawn mowers and gardeners, and that money starts draining because they stop it. I just don't trust it. I don't trust it. She does. Oh, you're serious, Yogi. Okay. Yeah, put respect on my name interview. I got you, brother. Oh, yeah. Oh, put on the respect my name interview. I thought you were saying because I said your name. Hold on. I'm not hostile. Rich, I can send you my blondie recipe, brown sugar recipe, or hamburger helper recipe. Send all of them. I'll look over all three of them, and whatever one we choose, whatever recipe I've got everything for, we can do. Clem, if you listen later to the money game of the part 3, you might like it because he talks about money. In the end, I had blondie cookies, vanilla, brownies. Sorry, right? You mentioned brownies. Okay, so I'm looking up. Okay, Birdman, put respect on my name.
Tell him, get it off your chest, Birdman.
Said it already. I ain't got to talk no more.
Cause I don't understand the angle. Like what?
Said it already.
So why come here?
I did it already. I'm here. So what's happening?
I mean, it's all good, but I'm saying
here.
why?
And I'm here. What's happening?
I'm all good, but I'm saying why come here
man.
just
Look,
to
I'm
curse
here.
us
What's
up?
happening, man? I wanted to see you. I wanted to talk to you, your man, in your face.
Absolutely.
You understand me? I knew a few places you was at. I could have pulled up, but I don't think that was gangster. I wanted to come look you in your face like a man.
So many YouTube to
understand me? Straight up like a man.
So what's the issue?
No sugar. Ain't no
Hold on. So it's not 42 cents. It's half. It's half. Yogi, it's half. Now listen. People might not do anything at all, but if I have a 9-hour video with 13 seconds of someone's music in it that's in the background, they get half the total revenue. That includes super chats and everything. They get half for 7, 8, 10 seconds of music. They get half of the revenue of the video. I don't think, and I think you underestimate how much money is made in YouTube. It pays out about $7 to $20 per 1,000 views. So then you got taxes and fees and everything, but it ends up being a lot of money, and you lose half of that because somebody said 3 words over top of a drum track for a few seconds. Yeah, no, that's absolutely crazy. I don't think he can have kids. I think he knows he's dying. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's cool. Hey, I'll check it out. I mean, I'm not. I'm just saying I'm not going to broadcast it. That's all I'm saying. It's not worth even to draft a letter. They don't need to, Yogi. They don't need to. It's all automated in YouTube now. Within a minute after I finish my live stream, I get these. I'll show you. Bam. Bam. Oh, broke something. Oops. There we go. Okay. So like not a minute after my video ends, I get this that says so this was from Lovely Lamb Lunch the other day. Your video cannot be monetized. Content used James Brown living in America, what you can do, and I can share my money with them, split half the video, and that was for a few seconds. That was for like 12 seconds of music, and he did an edit and everything in it. And so it's instant. There's no cease and desists or anything like that. I hit allow it to happen or give all my money away, all of it away. Like don't accept the money, like demonetize the video or give them half the money. So that's the thing. There's no ceases and desists. There's none of that. None of that matters. It's all built into AI, checks it instantly. AI tells them this guy did your video. A human don't have to read it. They just have it ticked on to collect every dime. Bam. Bam. What did I miss? Okay. Blondie, the name Blondie, unless you have a massive platform capital, it doesn't matter. Right. I agree to the most part, but I either lose all my money for every video because I can't monetize it, or I lose half of it because a few seconds has copyright in it. I need to go to Minecraft for the first time and be Yogi's neighbor. Okay, Richard, what did you make from YouTube last month? I just got monetized last month. I just 3 days after Christmas. So nothing. But that's not, see, which you're completely out of your wheelhouse, Yogi. You have got zero clue what you're talking about. Because now that I am a YouTube partner, I've got rules I've got to follow or I lose my partnership. So if anybody in the future goes back and watches those, I get paid for that. So just because I made $0 last month on the videos last month doesn't mean I won't make money in the future from those last month's videos, because people will go back in the future. People will go back, and as they are today, people are going back and watching things from months and months ago. That'll all just go away. Where I can secure a more stable foundation rather than, I think you're thinking about it as on a different thing. This has to do with people's videos, people's music, anything. Some people don't care because they're living for today. I'm living for the future, and I want to make sure that I don't have to deal with no bullshit in the future. The thing is, the videos I made last year, will pay me in the future now that I'm monetized. If I screw up a video, it won't, and that's a problem. And if I do start getting a bigger following, which it looks like I am, if someone gets mad and says I don't like him because he's a Republican or a Democrat or whatever because he's white, any of that, they can say copyright strike, copyright strike, copyright strike, because they can go find 3 from the past and bam, my channel's gone. So it's a lot more than you think it is. Most people just don't know anything about it. And I don't want, I get political sometimes, and I don't want any wackadoos to be able to report me for copyright, and then a copyright notification turns into a copyright warning, which has already happened once, a copyright strike. Have you gotten your first? No. And January 2nd, they mailed out my PIN number that I need to prove my address. So I've only been monetized since like December 26th. So it will be like 60 days before I get my first check. So from December 26th or whatever to January 26th, that'll come around February 14th, I believe, is what they were saying. But I've already made a few $100s just in the few days of being monetized, and that's only from live streams. YouTube strike, yeah, right, and that's the big problem. Yeah, right. Per video, yes. What are you telling me I should do? What are you saying? So I should give it away? And take the possibility that if some wackadoo wants to take my channel out because they're jealous, they've got that ammo on me? I don't think you're thinking it all the way through, Richard. What? If your opinion that I have no clue. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't think you've looked into it at the depth that I have. It's not you. It's not nickels and dimes is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if people get petty and spiteful, my channel can be deactivated for just for people finding 3 pieces of copyrighted music in my entire catalog. So it means more than just, okay, what'd you make last month? $1? Okay, so you have to give half that away. That has nothing to do with it. I'm talking about security. I understand that, right? All right, what are we saying here? In reality, I help small careers. Okay, all right. Well, it didn't seem like it with the way you were talking about it. You said it doesn't matter. It might not matter to them, but it absolutely matters. What do you think about people taking someone else's content just to tweak the video and make money? My friend makes so on YouTube Shorts, Farina. That's what they want you to do, and that's licensed on the YouTube Short side. The way YouTube Shorts pays out is they take all the money from everybody's videos and they put it into a pool. They split half of that with the music, the people that have the music, and then they take the rest of that and then divvy it out among the Shorts creators. So if you can remix songs, you can make money off of that, and then whatever that makes in the pool, you'll get half of that, and the other half will go to the music, and that's part of the licensing for YouTube Short or whoever, if it's not music, whoever it is. Yogi only heard you have no clue, right? I know, correct. That's not what I said. Just like Richard heard copyright in order. No, I didn't. I was about to say, Yogi, something's going on here, brother. I'm not trying to insinuate you. I think I explained it very well. Okay, well, he's got his undies in a bunch. Mad at you. I love you, Yogi. Rich skipped my message. I was in the middle of a heated conversation. I sent you the first recipe. Hamburger seasoning powder. What's seasoning powder? Salt, garlic powder. Okay. Onion powder. Got it. Chili powder. Small amount of sugars. I got cornstarch. I got salt and pepper. Sharp cheddar. Okay. I'll need to get. I've got cheddar. Got green bean. Okay. Yeah. I got that. You're rare. Yogi needs to smoke one. It sounds like I'm literally a chef. What's up, Lamb? Yeah, so if I can give any advice to anybody on the YouTubes, protect yourself. Protect yourself. It says, I think the biggest way that haters can take a channel down the quickest is to go find stuff from their past, whether you've used copyrighted music or movies or TV shows or even other YouTubers' videos. You can get if so when they send me a message, I have these options. All right. Okay. Hi, as indicated in creator music, you are eligible for revenue sharing with the copyright owners of the track in your video Get Learninged. It's not a copyright strike yet on your channel. Your Love Feels Like Destiny, Najal Arzani, Inner Street Recordings. You can share revenue with the music rights holder by enabling monetization. So if I can enable monetization and share the money with that person, which is 50-50, or I don't get any money at all. That's just crazy. Well, it matter you as well. What's up, man? Let's all smoke. How many subs do you need to get monetized? 500 subs and 3,000 hours of watch time to get monetized, to be able to take super chats and gifts and whatnot. Then 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours of watch time for ad revenue and stuff like that. Then there's other levels, 10,000 subs. So and you keep channel memberships and stuff like that. That's at 1,000, I believe. Um, and you get more and more and more. Like you can add stores, you can add dang it, what are they? Well, I can tell you right here. MyFreakinInternet.com. All right, so the next one I would be going to would be um, watch page ads and ads short from the shorts feed. So that will be next. That'll be at 4,000 hours, and I'm at 3,375 hours. Then after that, there's one at 10,000. I can't remember what I was reading about it, but there's one at 10,000, and then at 100,000, you get a blue check mark, and you get YouTube will spend money to find sponsors for your channel after 100,000. I can try to do that now. I can market myself and buy myself stuff, but yeah, so that's that. That's that. I want your cakes, no recipe. All right. That's funny. I'm so above you guys. Abuse. What up, Alicia? uh, Dang it! I should have made iced tea. I'm freaking. You know what? You know what? Hey, all right. Let me do this. Let me do this. Lamb and ND would say otherwise. So it sounds like you're gonna make it. Yeah, everything's gonna be fine now, Alicia. Everything's going really good. And I just got my notification that I've so YouTube counts like a week behind. So after I get 3,000 views, it took like a month. After they said you got 3,000 views, it took like a month before they actually said, okay, now you've got 3,000 views, you can do that. Then I've already gotten the message that I've got 4,000 views, and I just got the message that I've got 5,000 views. So I'm just waiting for them to catch up. Um, yeah, right here. Oh, dang it, where was it? I know it's hard to read. It's backwards. It says right here. People are getting hooked on you, hooked on your channel. Congrats, reaching 5,000 hours of watch time. So I'm already there. I just have to wait for YouTube. See, like, so YouTube will check to see if, like, they're from a bot farm. So I could buy 1 million views and it would say you got 1 million, but I wouldn't get paid for that 1 million views because YouTube knows they're fake. But they'll let you astroturf because that's just a marketing strategy, and it says that that's just a marketing strategy. So if I want to go to buyviews.com and buy 1 million views, 1 million subscribers, you'll see people that do this. They'll have 1 million subs, but they'll only have a few thousand views on their videos because it's all fake. They were trying to buy virality. What up, Alicia? What up, girl? Clicksman. What I miss? Hold on. Right. Yeah, right. Hopefully, I don't want disposable income. I want to have enough money in the bank for an emergency, but I want my money to be in assets that are making me money. I want to have some children within the next couple years, and apparently I got to run for president, so I got to get this figured out. Yogi is huffing behind the screen, and his thumbs are flying across the screen to get his message out before his argument is shut down. Star no chit. Star no chit, be no chit. Y'all want to talk shit about Yogi? Brother, I love you. Yo, Alicia. Yo, Alicia. How odd all the boys follow the flirt around their side. It's odd how that happens, isn't it, Yogi? Children. Hey, Yogi. All right, where am I at? 3 versus 1 is fun. 301. Oh, no. Gang mentality. equity stuff. Equity in what? Yeah, I've actually got equity. If you're asking me, I don't know if I missed anything. No one is targeting you. Main character syndrome. Alicia and Logan pictures look very similar. Logan, plastic? You mean? Oh no, right? No, Logan. Yes, Courtney. That's Logan's mom's picture. Yes, they do. They do two blonde women, right? Like a blonde woman and a blonde woman like that. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I'm sure. Yes, Courtney. Yes, it's a kid named Logan using his mom's account, and so it says Courtney, right? It's so confusing. Yeah, it's a younger kid that was on here for the past couple of days. Looks wistfully out the window, eyes watching the raindrops. Everyone hates me. Hello, sexy flame-haired mink. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some chocolate milk. Okay. Let's see. I just saw scapegoating. All right, let's see. Um, Logan, it's confused. Oh, let's just get right. Let's just get confused. I agree. I'm not huffing and puffing trying to take the away. Gaslight harder, dude. They're freaking. Oops, that was my mom. They were pushing your buttons, dude.
So that's my idea of the.
This freaking chick is crazy too. That's my idea, dude. Don't trust ugly people, dude. Listen, and I mean ugly souls, like people that like talk like this shit. Like, look how ugly traditionally Jordan Peterson is, but he's like a cute old man because he's so logical and kind. And this bitch is just like
Patriarchy, which is a
the
system
patriarch.
of male dominance of society.
Yeah, but that's not my sense of the patriarchy.
So
because-
what's yours?
Well, in what sense is our society male-dominated?
The fact that the vast majority of wealth is owned by men, the vast majority of capital and is owned by men. Women do more unpaid
It's a very,
labour.
very tiny proportion of men, and a huge proportion of people who are seriously disaffected are men. Most people in prison are men. Most people who are on the street are men. Most victims of violent crime are men. Most people who commit suicide are men. Most people who die in wars are men. People who do worse in school are men. It's like, where's the dominance here precisely? What you're doing is you're taking a tiny substrata of hyper successful men and using that to represent the entire structure of Western society. There's nothing about that that's vaguely appropriate.
Nope.
But I could say equally well that most rape victims are women. You know, terrible things happen to people of both sexes.
Right.
And you could say that with perfect utility, but that doesn't provide any evidence for the existence of a male-dominated patriarchy.
Well,
It just means that terrible things happen to both genders, which they certainly do.
But there are almost no women who rape men, for example.
Who gives
So
a
that is
shit?
an
What does that have to do with
asymmetry there in
patriarchy?
Sexual violence.
Well, yes, there's an asymmetry in all sorts of places, but that doesn't mean that Western culture is a male-dominated patriarchy. The fact that there are asymmetries has nothing to do with your basic argument.
Right.
No, but you might
This
equally.
is a trope that people just
Right.
accept.
Okay, look, listen. Let's talk about stupid people. Let's talk about info download. When people try to confuse, when people say their point and then try to confuse you with just a bunch of data and bullshit but zero evidence, they don't know what they're talking about. They just want to appear better than you. They don't know what they're talking about. It's unkind to talk to these people. They're retarded. They're not mentally well. They don't know how to succeed in life without tearing other people down because they can't win their arguments. This woman says we're in a male dominated patriarchy and then brings up how women get more rape more hardly any women ever rape men. Well, why do any? Patriarchy, they're fighting the patriarchy, right? So your violence is predicated on trying to fight the patriarchy that doesn't exist. Just because there's 75 men out of 300 million that run the country, that doesn't mean that all men. Yeah, so it's an argument, and it's a circular argument because it just allows you to bring up bullshit. Barely any women ever rape men. Freaking crazy. Bro is so angry for what? Which one? Looks out the window and watching the sunshine. Everybody loves me. Oh, good. I think so. Yogi, love you, brother. Everyone does, you pretty princess. Do you agree with this one? Yes, no, 100%. 100%. Listen. Most people don't know what they're talking about. Most people don't know what they're talking about. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She learned this in school and never questioned it. This is the first time she's hearing the other side of the story. This is what's crazy because schools are supposed to educate you, not college you. That's all they're doing is they're giving you a degree saying that you know stuff, and then people, the worst people in the world are dumb, arrogant people that believe they're educated or believe they're smart. It's the worst thing you can get.
No, it's not.
What up, Kahora?
And even if it has a patriarchal structure to some degree, the fundamental basis of that structure is not power; it's competence.
Right. It's competence,
That's
right?
how society works. It's only when a structure degenerates into tyranny.
And then she'll probably say, competence? You think men are better than women at the things men are better at? And women are better than men at the things that women are better than at? You can't fricking do this. You're trying to mix mud and orange juice. It doesn't make any sense.
Relationships between people become dependent on power.
What you're doing is scapegoating. Okay.
Who's likely to be male. It's not because there's roving bands of tyrannical plumbers forcing you to make that choice.
Right.
And it's the case with almost every interaction that you have at the face of our culture. You're dealing with people who are offering a service of one form or another, who are usually part of the broad middle class,
right?
And what you're looking for is the person who can offer the best service, and you can find it. It's not a consequence of being dominated by anything that's tyrannical. And then again, our culture, our Western culture, which is by no means perfect, and certainly has tyrannical elements like all cultures do, is the least tyrannical society that's ever been produced, and certainly the least tyrannical society that exists now. This whole patriarchy thing, I think you have no idea how pernicious and dangerous it is.
Well, no, I don't. I really don't. Go on.
Throughout history have fundamentally cooperated to push back against the absolute catastrophe of existence. A terrible death rate, the probability of chronic starvation, early death, disease, the difficulty of raising children with all the death that was associated with that, and to look backwards in time and say, well, basically what happened was men took the upper hand and persecuted women in this tyrannical patriarchy. It's absolutely dreadful misreading of history. It's a terrible thing to teach young women, and it's a horrible thing to inflict upon men.
The problem is the women believe it, and the men let the women believe it. the women aren't stupid, they're miseducated, and the reason there's a mistrust in society is because more women are colleged, not educated. And the problem with a degree is most people get it out of the way. They go to college, they go to school, they get their degree, and then they stop. They think, "That's it. I got it. I now have it. I've got the knowledge." But no one does. I learn every day as much as I can every single day, and most people stop learning unless something happens to them that slaps them in the face that requires them to learn something. And it's absolutely what it is. It's people that think because some pissed off feminist man or feminist woman told these young girls that the patriarchy's crushing them, when it's just because it's men, it doesn't mean it's the patriarchy, because women can get those roles. But most often, women are only driven for power until they want children. And then they want to protect their children. So if you're in positions of power and there's bullets flying around, you don't want a baby on your boob. It's common sense. And then people want to be like, well, I didn't know that. You made me look stupid, so now I'm going to argue and call you a misogynist. Well, that's because you got nothing else to argue back with, you know? Richard, you look off. Hold on. You took off your glasses and cut your hair wearing a suit from the. Hold on, Richard. If you took off your glasses and cut your hair and wear a suit from the 1940s, you look like this doctor guy. Which doctor guy? Oh, I love to see a picture, Farina. Your writing is so fluid. It's wonderful. Wonderful. Shank you. That was intentional. Shank. This was this was sent from Alicia. It's a Jordan Peterson a video. Sorry, that's a problem. You're just shameless. But you can easily text me these things. Not right. Look, yeah, and Cora, you've got these freaking kids under you that think that their knowledge is to AI spaghetti code, but they probably have degrees and whatnot, or certificates that didn't teach them, that taught them how to get jobs, not how to do the thing that they were tasked to do. I would suspect, at least, right, 100%, 100%. And that's why this type of content that we just watched and the narrative content is so popular, because that's how people get their after college education, is what TikTokers tell them. It's crazy. You occasionally get knowledge because of experience. Right, and that's what I was trying to say. Like, after college, for most people, they stop learning. They don't say, okay, let me crack open the history books, let me crack open this or that. Then all of a sudden something happens, like they get embarrassed on the internet because they didn't know there was a whatever, anything in particular. Like the listen, there's this there there's problems, and I people spend their time on the internet and they get little glimpses of knowledge through all kinds of fake stuff and all kinds of brain rot every day. So any knowledge that's passed down, and then you don't know if the person telling you it's AI or not, so it doesn't get it doesn't get a deep set, and you don't get a doesn't get a grip, so it's very shallow foundation. I see trees of green, red roses too. What up, Adam? I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Okay, duet. Bellissimo, bravo, Cervella. People today don't even know Winston Churchill saved the free world. Dude, listen, people are dumber than dog shit. Dumber than dog shit. You hear people say, no Trump, he'll destroy our democracy. We're not a democracy. You're so under informed, you don't even know that America's not a democracy. if you knew this, you knew the people that are saying that are just there to emotionally manipulate you and deceive you. And this is the kind of shit. If people knew more, they wouldn't be fooled so easy. And that's so disappointing. I'm looking for people that can think outside the box, right? Because the box is correct, freaking heck. It's a piece of heck. Right, right. And listen, you have to think for yourself. You have to. It's all you've got. Stop joining communities. Communities keep you dumb. They put you in survival mode rather than growth mode. You feel like you're growing, but you're not. All of them, every community, whether it's frickin' uh, church, Libiquita, black culture community, any of it, they just put you in everyone else is against me mode. Get away from the communities. Start your own. If any community you're in has been politicized, you're being poorly served. Hello, bro. Did you know that you could eat for food? Did you know you can eat food? I did know that. I'm a free thinker. Society taught me how to think freely. Wait, exactly. Team America. Yeah. Why do you say it like you want to cry? What did I say like I want to cry? Oh, Team America died for this because it was a lot of people died for it. But what I think, echo chambers of echoes of, and this is one thing that I'm very very happy. Listen. I I believe that if I wasn't in the situations that I was in life, I would be brainwashed also. When very at 19, when I started in music, I stopped listening to music. So any frame of mind I would have got from listening to the popular music of the time, I missed all that. And then the same thing with the movie industry. I stopped when I started making movies. I stopped watching movies, so I didn't get any of that programming. And it's like, and the interesting thing is, they tell you, what do you watch on TV? You watch television programming. Why is it called programming? Oh, that's why, because it's telling you what to think, not how to think. Rich, you can't be smart if you don't read books. People today just watch movies, right? There is something about reading, the act of reading, that's way different than seeing it or hearing it on a screen. I agree 100%. 100%. Reading, even 50 Shades of Grey, anything like that. If you read books, you'll know more than most other people, and you'll learn how people work against other people, especially in like smut books. Like you'll have this chick took this guy's boyfriend, this chick's boyfriend, yada yada yada, and all that stuff. You spend more time in it's almost meditative. Politic this, politic that. Enough with politics. Did you forget about my message? No. Yes, I forgot about it already. It was about go to Gary's what? Gary Gary Gary. Politics is fine. Choking on blood is bad because red is the color of death. It would suck, huh? Thoreau. Okay, all right. To go where? Go to Carlbot. All right. All right. Okay. All right. So what am I doing? What am I doing? Frickin' wackadoo throw. What am I doing? Completely forgot. Okay. You said. Okay. Okay. We automatically require for the owner to go to the websites and set it there. What am I setting? There's a role in the server allows people to see the chat history. Okay, so I need to go to nickname. Okay, Carlbot filter. You can now change bot settings. Call out premium recent actions, last actions to record. Okay, let's see. Home. Oops. I broke something. Dang it. Alright, you want to set roll automatic roll again. Okay. Please select the channel. For what roles? Alright, this looks rough. Rich, you sound so chill today, but Rich, don't you think it's important to read history like how Martin Luther King revolutionized Europe? Or how the upheaval of 1648 of the wars? Listen, Martin Luther King, I said Martin Luther. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, you're alive. Who's responsible for that? You don't want to know? Who you're alive. Who's responsible for that? I mean, that was interesting to me. Okay, let me say, okay. Set roles in Carlbot to allow history. Okay, log in to select your server, configure either reaction roles or self-assign auto roles to new members, ensuring manage roles position. Ensuring that Carlbot has manage roles position. Okay, that's already been selected in the Carlbot setup, so it looks like it says to do it from Discord. All right. Okay, what am I saying here? Okay, Wawa has moved in with me on Minecraft. How many free thinkers are actually idiots who think they're free thinkers? That was my point before. People that think like you when you talk to people that are all about equality and diversity, but not diversity of thought. That's that. That's that. They think, oh no, I want everybody on every color, unless they don't think like me. And that's the thing that's crazy. And I wouldn't want if I was that dumb, I wouldn't want people that don't think like me either, because I'd be embarrassed all the time and I'd get called out all the time. New shoes, no new shoes. Richard, there's a role that allows us to see history. You just need to give it automatically. It's user settings. Let's see. I'm in this weird phase of my life where I bounce between misanthropy and a profound appreciation of nature and life. They don't mix well. You literally couldn't have the 60s without the 50s. So much rebellion, right? Okay. Roles. Server, server settings. Roles. Okay. Default permissions. Apply. Okay. Default permissions. Roles. Bam, bam, bam. All right, Lisa, give me one second. New shoes. I can't wait. I'll check it in a second. So basically, I might come on you later. Like, okay, I bet you'll never see a big pro. Bet y'all never see a big pro. The 50s gave us Elvis the birth control pill. We can talk about that too. Roles. Okay. All right. So fans, permissions. This permission will soon stop granting the ability to pin messages, okay? All right, so I need to auto give people fans, so I need to give roles. I need to go back. All right. Okay. All right. Done. Now members can see history. Freaking wackadoo. All right. Now let's see Alicia.
This bizarre piece of climbing equipment is called a Big Bro. The Big Bro protects wide cracks. And
Yeah,
to
that's
place it,
crazy.
you stick it in the crack like this.
Never
and
heard of
push
that.
this button, which gets the Big Bro all excited and makes it longer and expand into the crack. The Big Bro works by resting on the rock at a slight offset angle, with the end you clip the rope to slightly higher than the other. So the idea is that if you fall and weight the Big Bro, it only wedges down and expands more into the crack. And even though this is one of the smaller sizes of Big Bros, I would say that it's at least above average, right? This bizarre piece of climbing equipment.
I wouldn't use it. I wouldn't use that freaking thing. No, that's my life we're talking about. I'm not using no freaking aluminum tube. Listen, I've bent an aluminum baseball bat, hitting a baseball with it, and that's probably thicker than this freaking wackadoo is. I mean, I'm sure it was tested, but dude. New shoes, I can't wait. I can't wait. New shoes, I can't wait. Oh yeah, absolutely. I can't wait. Yeah, I remember Space Cow. I remember. Do you think the patriarchy is not a real thing, or would you say Sharia law is a form of patriarchy? So, so depending on how much you've looked into Sharia law, that's definitely, I would say, that is a definitely more of a patriarchy than America's system and society. But then again, that's also, you've got different flavors too. I was talking to Muslims yesterday or Arabs yesterday from Egypt, and they allow drinking, which is against Sharia law. But so it's like, you know what I'm saying? People decide what they want to do, and then like Sharia law, women can't drive and whatnot, but now they can in some. So it's like they're definitely more of a patriarchy, but that's also changing now too. But yeah, I would say from what I know about Sharia law, yeah, it's that's definitely more paid. I mean, in Sharia law, you need two women to make to equal the witness of one man, if I remember correctly. Sharia law, two females to equal the witness of one man. Sharia. Yeah, okay. So, in cases of witnesses for financial documents, the Quran asks for two men. Hold on. For two men or one man and two women. So it says this is interpreted of Muslim scholars as to imply testimony of two women being equal to a single man's. So that would mean that a man is more valuable in testimony than a woman. Oh yeah, but we'll just get ourselves in trouble here. New shoes. Hold on, what we say about laws? I've noticed the theme in myself and others how everyone is trying to convince themselves that they're underrated, as if there's something to them or me that no okay or that overrides any. I think that's lowering or changing people's expectations. Like, look, I think it's marketing. I think If you can convince enough people that your music's underrated, they'll buy your music because they want to be there before you got big. That type of stuff. I think it's just a marketing thing. I'm still here. I just got a lot of art. That's all right, brother. I got you. Okay. Yeah. I'm super smart, but people know that. But people don't know that because they're stupid. That happens too, because people don't want to be called out. If I can convince you that you're dumber than me, then and I'm dumb, I don't want to be embarrassed by you calling me out. So I want you to be worried that if you come up and say, "Hey, 2 + 2 is 76," because college. Alicia Rich said, "Women seek power until they best children." That's what I heard. Bear children. And Jordan Peterson talked about that. Let me see. Jordan Peterson's talk on female legal partners leaving for, okay. Let me find it. Legal partners. Okay, here it is, right here.
The law firms lost all their women in their early 30s. And the story was always the same. So these women who became these top lawyers, they all had the same story. They're hyper-conscious.
Okay, so top lawyers, partners, just like any man can do, because women and men can both think, but you have to decide what you want out of life. Corporations have told women, because corporations run the media, they told women that you should want to work for us and make me money rather than doing anything with your family or anything. What are you, stupid? You should want to make me money and I can lay you off whenever I want. Blah, blah, yeah. And that's crazy.
And very, very smart. So they were top of junior high, top of high school.
All right, we're going to assume it's working.
College, went to a great law school, top law school class. They went to a great law firm. And then
so the laws of physics, the problem is with physics, Alicia, is we don't know the strength of that tube. If it's not set perfectly, if it's set at an angle, then you can bend a lip of it, and once a failure starts, you can have catastrophic failing. So there's a lot of variables, and that's the problem. If everything was perfect according to the equation you're talking about, then yes, you wouldn't fall. But if if you put it in cockeyed a little bit so that one end of the tube wasn't directly contacting the wall and it was contacting it like this lip would start to crush. And you know how you can stand on top of a beer can, empty beer can, and it'll hold you up, but if you tap the side, it just crushes catastrophically. That's what I think would happen with that too, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm just saying I wouldn't buy one then use it without testing the shit out of it.
Walk through the legal ranks till they hit senior partner. No
senior partner.
Blinders on, like conscientious people will have. I'm going to attain up this pyramid. Then they'd hit 30 or so when they hit 10, senior partner, equivalent of tenured professor. And then they woke up and thought,
your name
what the hell am I doing here?
Throwaway viewer, no.
80 hours a week, 75 hours a week, flat out. Because you don't get to that level unless you're performing. And you get a call at 2 in the morning from some client in China who's got a corporate merger. It's like you're awake and on it.
Right.
And you put that on top of everything, or you don't get paid $750 an hour.
Right. Okay, well, this isn't the one where he finishes it, but... Oh, here it is. This is the deep
What
one.
happens? Look, I worked in law firms, with law firms for a very long period of time, and I worked for lots of high-end women, lots of them. And they were usually extremely attractive, they were extremely intelligent, they were extremely driven, they were very, very conscientious. They varied in how agreeable they were. Some were disagreeable, litigator types, and some were more agreeable. They often had a harder time in the law firms. But the law firms lose all their women in the 30s. They all bail out at partner level. And it isn't because the law firms want them because
you got to change your act.
They're really rare, especially if they're also rainmakers, if they can bring in money. So the law firms bend themselves over backwards trying to keep the women. They can't keep them. Why? Well, the women decide that, why am I working 18 hours a day? Well, that's not the question. The question is, why would anyone work 18 hours a day?
Right.
That's the mystery.
He didn't go into it, right, but he goes into all you're doing, if you're working 18 hours a day to be this powerful, you don't have time to even spend your money. And if you want to make the money so you can have a family, by the time you wake up and say, "Oh my God, I'm 45 years old. I can't have kids without putting a whole shitload of the money that I've saved into IVF treatments and stuff like that." And this is the stuff. You're homophobic. You're claustrophobic. You're a woman. No, it's just I don't want anybody to get hurt over all these lies they hear on the internet. Theinternet.com. Maybe you have to log back out, log back in again. If you changed your actual @ to Talloway, but if you just changed your name, it won't show here, Throw. You think George? Oh yeah, 100%. Listen, I was thinking the other day. They're taking him out just like they took out Steve Jobs. Because Steve Jobs wouldn't work with the FBI supposedly.
Backlash against masculinity, and a sense
I can't show this. I can't show BBC yet. Not soon. Soon I will be. I got a message letting me know that soon I'll be able to do profit sharing like that, but I can't. I'll get a freaking. I can't show broadcast television stuff. I know it's on the internet, but BBC is broadcast television. At the age of what? At the age of the egg poses a risk to the child's development. 100% can cause complications. And my grandmother has some horror stories. She was a nurse. Not fun, and no one wants to hear it. And the problem is, you might find a woman that's pregnant in her 60s. That's fine. But she'll be 76 when that child is 16 years old. And she probably didn't want to get pregnant then. And it's people just don't think. They think about the now and not about the future. And it's freaking absolutely horrible.
His leg was trapped under a log.
Geez.
When his owners were away, shriveling up as the days passed. By the time he was brought to the animal hospital, the vet had to cut it off. Now, when a tortoise loses its legs, it can take a long time to learn how to walk again. So the vets 3D printed a tiny wheel and stuck putty right under his shell, gluing the wheel in place. And the tortoise was able to roll around as if nothing ever happened.
Bam.
His leg was trapped.
Humans win again. That's freaking awesome. That's freaking awesome.
What do women really want?
I don't care what they want.
Right.
I only care what they respond to.
Exactly.
See, my focus is a little bit different from your other guests. There's what women say they want, there's what women think they want, and then there's what they
What up,
Aiden? I'm interested in what works on the street when it's time to date and mate. And what women actually respond to is not what they say they want.
So what do they respond to?
They really respond to a guy who's a challenge, a guy who's a question mark, a guy who keeps them guessing. You see, in the beginning, the less attractive you are physically, the more you have to rely on your attitude. And that's what I wrote my book for. I wrote my book for the average-looking, even ugly guy who goes out there in the real world and tries to be a nice guy, gets his head kicked in.
So no more Mr. Nice Guy.
You can be pleasant. You see, we've
Right,
got to define our terms. By nice,
Define
we
your
mean
terms.
accommodate.
Define your terms.
When you accommodate, you get what
You don't go smacking people and calling people a bitch and whatnot.
No to a woman.
Exactly.
What do women really
Yeah, and this isn't that difficult to understand. But online lately, women don't listen to what men say when men say this is what we want in women or this is what women do. They listen to what women say that men want. And that's why the relationships are in the toilet. Why would you talk to a single woman about how to be in a happy marriage? Why would you talk to a divorced woman on how to stay in a long-term marriage? And same with the guy. Why would a guy ask a divorced woman what a woman wants in marriage when she couldn't figure it out on her own? Like it's so odd, and I think it's part of this whole guru culture online. Take my course, buy my course. I'm no, you're a scammer moron, and you can't even pull up your own pants, and you want to teach people how to. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, but so many people are in debt because they went to college and learned nothing. They get out and they feel that they should know everything about life. So now they're just going to do what they just did before. In the past, they paid for this knowledge, and now they're going to pay for it again. Now, and oh, this is the stuff they didn't teach us, and I'm giving it away for free. Yes, I remember you, brother. I think I got you on the wall. Tiny tortoise on a tiny skateboard. Oh yeah, no, that's good. That was good. I did see that. Yeah. All right, throw, brother. Most men just want personality, commitment, loyalty. Right. It's not. Listen, if you want to sell someone a product, you take something from nature and you make it more complicated in your advertising, in your talk. You make it to seem like that it's so complicated that you will fail and be dissolvent if without my help. If you don't buy my course, because it's so complicated. The 16 things you need to know to secure a girlfriend or boyfriend. What? And then it's like, okay, and then it ends up because these people want repeat customers. So what they tell you is wrong. So you keep failing, and then you come back and you say, "Please, Sensei, what did I do wrong? Here's $5,000 more dollars." Yeah, looks don't matter, dude. Look, looks don't matter. Looks matter on the internet because it's for marketing. The influencers say, look at these boobs I bought, look at these eyelashes I bought. You can buy them too. Link in the description. No one cares. No one when your purpose is to find a good wife, husband, and person to start a family with, looks don't matter. If you're slinging your butthole out, then yeah, that you might want the hottest person around. Baby snakes look cute too. How are you, Mew? 619. All you really need is a person with the same or similar. Hey, what's going on, Michael? Evening. It's afternoon, brother. Let me see. Turtle on a skateboard. Oops. Turtle on a skateboard. Yeah, here it is. Man, that's so freaking awesome. That cat is probably freaked out. That's so awesome. This guy. That's so awesome. Yeah, no, he's great. That's great. That's so great. Life's not as complicated as people. No, make it out to be. I agree. It's a great idea. Life's not as complicated as people make it out to be. Look, people have been living successfully for thousands of years. Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay, let me see. What are we gonna do today? Okay, we'll go. And yeah, I gotta take care of the chickens and stuff. I should have. I'll probably gonna. Okay, whoops, my bad. Just accustomed to saying no, no, no. No. You're all right, brother. And we got people from all around the world. So some people it is afternoon. Some people it's evening. Some people it's midnight. You're fine, my friend. You're fine, my friend. Yeah, there we go. Turtle plus skateboard. That's awesome to see. And you see how quickly the turtle picked it up, and then he's like, "I want to go play with the cat. I want to." It's like it's absolutely cute to see stuff like that. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Don't think bad about it, Michael. You all good. So I think what I'm gonna do is let me see where we're at here. Um, okay. All right. Unless anybody has if anybody has anything they want to show me or show the chat, let me know. Else I'll probably swap over to the phone and take care of the chickens and whatnot. And then I'll probably do that from let's say like 12:30 to 3, maybe 1 to 3. And then I'll go pick up Catherine, and then whatever 4:30 on, we'll do a stream and do some gaming tonight after like 8. But yeah, let's just do that then. If everybody else is good, then I'll call it right here. I love you guys. See you guys in a little bit. Hit the like button on your way out. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye 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 bye.